right here, and I'm back with playing more Minecraft, as you can see. Um, Last time I actually recorded Minecraft was a while back, actually, I have to say, and really, this is really I just upgraded the world. I did this all legitimately, but thing is, I will only post Minecraft videos if they're like different, like mini games and stuff like that and whatnot. But this is random topic I came up that I was trying to keep my mind off of when I was playing Amnesia, but I managed not to do that. But really, that was technically my fault. I guess I'm sorry about that. But what I have to say though is that what what really happened was that I was talking about how do I record. Um, Basically, how I record. I guess I could answer this since it seems like I post videos every day. Um, I basically record. Like maybe a day before, depending on what video it is. With Katawa Shoujo, I record the actual gameplay a day before, and then on that same day that part is uploaded, I upload another part. Well, not I record another part of the actual game. The day like later on in the day, and so forth. And really, that's how some recordings work for me. Amnesia, I do the same. Cry of Fear, I had 3 parts, but I was going to make them all, legitimately, um, legitimately, how can I say this? I was really just going to make the actual video an entire like 30 minutes video, but I ended up just making them into parts. That wasn't really smart of me in doing that, but I guess that's what it should be since ow. But as I was saying though, recording really takes a lot, I have to say. But I don't want to do I don't do fancy editings and whatnot. But when it comes to those type of stuff, I really hate those type of stuff, I have to say. Only slow motion stuff is really funny though, I have to say, in my opinion, when it comes to editing. But when people use fancy effects and everything like that, when it comes to videos and whatnot, those get annoying a lot, I have to say. I'm sorry if you guys like my Call of Duty content and how I just I just make it really super simple. Just put one thing with another, and basically just edit the crap out of the video. Just split the video into different topic gameplays and whatnot. But what I've been well, I'm kind of getting off topic if I have to say so myself. But when it comes to uploading all this stuff, it really takes a lot out of me. I try my best trying to stay up late and actually record some videos, actually get some footage of the crap, what was I gonna say? What was it? Oh crap! I just completely forgot what I was gonna say now. What I was going to say though before, okay, I completely forgot what I was really going to say. I record I just record videos. Depending on what game it is, it depends on everything actually. When it comes to I would have to say Call of Duty, I record whenever I get bored, or whenever I need to get some footage, or I usually record one whole session of Call of Duty, since that's pretty freaking easy, if I had to say so myself. But the hassle is that finding other players that just sit in the corners or whatnot, or even just they're better than you, which I see a lot, since a lot of people are better than me in Call of Duty. And really, I'm trying to sometimes I used to lose track on actually how many matches I've been through with a certain camo. So that was kind of bad for me on the other hand. But when it came to that though, I had difficulties sometimes when it came to it, and it was pretty difficult, I have to say so myself, because every console games I usually play, I always end up having a I usually do like an hour recording session of it, so it'd be much more easier on me, so I just edit the video instead of, you know, recording it live and then upload it the next day. And I usually just edit the videos whenever I have time, when I'm not recording. But right now I only record at night for right now, since my dad's still painting. What was that? But the difficulty when it comes to this type of stuff. Okay. But the difficulty when it comes to this type of stuff, though, it's pretty nerve-wracking, I have to say. You know, it's been kind of difficult, you know, trying to get the footage you need for it, and you know, the footage you need is kind of, you know, wonky from time to time, and so forth. The thing I was saying, the difficult part is, you know, actually keeping track of what you're recording. I kind of went into details about it in Amnesia a bit, but you know, keeping track of like the time, how much space you have on there, and so forth. What is making that noise? That's annoying the crap out of me. But everything, you know, everything you think about, if you think about it more, recording isn't much of a big deal once you get the footage, but editing and, you know, splitting the videos and whatnot, that could be kind of a hassle when it comes to that. And you know, I know a lot of people will say like, oh man, you just make your videos so simple, you know, you just add a watermark and then the intro and then the outro. But the thing is, I'm really lazy when it comes to, you know, actually editing the videos afterwards, as in like adding annotations to it. I'll actually try my best to add annotations to some certain videos. I did add annotations to the recent Katawa Shoujo. I guess you can say I'm kind of dedicated to Katawa Shoujo, since it, I'm not really sure about that, but as I was saying though, but I'm going to try my best to, you know, get annotations up, get like the previous parts up, and so forth. But the recording, what the heck, the recording program I've been using is that, well, not the recording program, the program that I've been using, for some certain, for whatever reason, it screws me up by, you know, giving me some random stuff, and then when I try to put it in a PIP or picture-in-picture, it screws up, and you know, it goes like boo boo, and then it just boops it on itself, and so forth. But when it came to using like for instance, with the I learned how to add a recording of Katawa Shoujo into the picture-in-picture. It was pretty simple from there, but apparently when it came to something like that, it just completely pooped. Like for instance, I don't record. It wants separate video files. That's what it wants, basically. With separate video files, you can't. Once you have it on the track, it screws up and it takes a poop on itself, and like how I did right here. But it screws up whenever like I attempt to you know, edit a video, for instance. Rendering isn't much of a big hassle. It's just, you know, seeing the out product of it. With the program I use, it screws up from time to time. It's saying like, oh, it's done rendering, and then when I click on it, it just shows like the intro, and that's it. It just records the audio. Now what happened with actually the Tekkit series, where I was attempting to put picture-in-picture stuff in it, and it ends up screwing up, taking a poop on itself, and it didn't show the audio at all. So that kind of got me disappointed and irritated at the same time. But you know, you can't expect everything to go out well in your favor. And basically what happened was, you know, I gave up on using picture-in-picture, so that's why I had the previous outro on it that says previous video and doesn't show anything. I'm sorry about that. I'm actually going to be trying my best to actually changing it up a bit and actually having the actual previous video on it, except for console gaming. With console gaming, that gets kind of difficult when it comes to that. It usually poops on itself, or it just, it completely just screws itself over and ends up screwing everything else over and whatnot and so forth. I'm not sure what that does. I think that was the warning bell. I think that was making that noise. But for one thing though, I have to say is that the difficult thing when it comes to recording and everything like that is actually keeping track on what you're doing. I don't keep track of what I'm doing, so I might have a timer so I could know what how many time I have left. Like, I will do 20 minutes of Amnesia. I will, like, a regular episode for Katawa Shoujo is 30 minutes. And the thing was, school is coming up for me. I go back in April. I mean, not April, in August, the first week, I think, August 8th. And that's going to be difficult for me for recording, Katawa Shoujo stuff and everything like that, since with Katawa Shoujo, it's pretty simple. It's really a fast upload for me, which is a good thing, and I can see why it would be a fast upload. But thing is, I need to find a way to rearrange my schedule and how I can upload videos. Like for me, during weekends, that's when I usually record console stuff. Every 1 hour session I do always manages to fit in 1 week, and hopefully and most likely it will go through a second week, but I still record an hour on the weekend, since it will make more sense if I kind of go in depth with this, but I'm just kind of too lazy to do that, and it seems really boring. So why not play Minecraft while I do this? And weird thing is that I have to say is that whenever I end up doing something, I usually try to focus on it more and whatnot. But when it comes to recording though, I'm really tedious about what would people think about it. Is it a good idea to do it? But then I usually just end up going with my gut and why not? Since nobody usually watches any Borderlands and whatnot. Usually, I don't really care about the views really, and as long as at least some people find it entertaining, I'm fine with that. I don't see why people make it a big deal and this, you get so many views on this video, but how come what about the other videos and so forth. And then after a while, people start saying other stuff, saying oh, the only reason you reached 300 or so, something like that, is because you advertise your channel. And that kind of irritates me on how some people advertise their channel even doing really well, but I'm kind of pretty confused about it myself, why people still advertise their channel if they're at 2,000 subscribers. I kind of did talk about the guys about that, and I always see the same guy doing that, so I don't want to point fingers and whatnot. I usually never advertise. I never advertise my channel because I'd rather have the feelings. I feel accomplished that I'm making. I have these people watching my video, and that they find me entertaining. And the best thing about it is that you got the actual video, you got all your viewers legitimately, not just by advertising, saying, oh, I post Minecraft content and whatnot and everything like that. But that's the bad thing about it, since a lot of people take advantage of other people who would most likely check their channels. I'm one of those gullible people, I have to say. Mostly I do check out their channels and everything, but if I see them advertising a channel over and over again, it kind of rustles my jimmies, I guess, if in Greg's term, that people, whenever people do that, it gets kind of, I guess it kind of confuses me a bit why people would do that and so forth. But okay, now I'm rambling on to a different subject than I should be. But as I was saying though, I have to say this one thing though, is that coming from me, I really do care about what other people think about my videos and I really appreciate opinions, and see if they like I could actually make people laugh. It kind of helps me, helps my motivation, not to make videos, just to actually try to actually make no, just like kind of breaks me out of my shell, kind of. I usually don't act this around like other people, like new people I usually meet. I'm usually really super awkward around them, so I guess this is the closest I could actually get to being to my really originally myself. And I feel like whenever I make videos, I feel like myself. So great, now I'm talking about something different. I'm getting really off topic. I'm really sorry about this, but as I was saying though, when I was the reason why I really make videos is because I don't have anything else to do. I'm being that serious. I weigh like 102 pounds, and I'm super skinny, and people think I'm anorexic from time to time, but really I'm not really sure how I can say this. It's just that I just seclude myself with other people whenever I'm around other people. Like I usually never talk to if since I'm starting the new school year soon, like I'm expecting myself, this usually happens a lot. If I don't have a friend in my class, I never talk. In math, I barely talked because I hate my voice, I have to say. I'm going out there. If you guys think my voice is annoying, I agree with you, because I think it's because my Filipino accent gets in the way and whatnot. So that kind of makes me self-conscious of how I speak. Sometimes people don't understand what I'm saying. So that's why sometimes I take a slight pause when it comes to recording, because I'm trying to figure out if I can actually understand myself. But that's what makes me different than that would make everybody different. Actually, a lot of people are different in their ways, and you can't say you're a perfect person and say oh man, I'm such a perfect person, and ends up that you're really not you're a perfect person. It's a flaw that everybody sees in you, and you see it in yourself, but you deny it. But I'm now just feel like I'm just downing people now. My bad. But I have to say though, it's been it's quite difficult, actually recording all this type of stuff and all together. For me, I had to set up meetings with, well, not really meetings. Basically Dane and Steven. Okay, what am I talking about now? Dane and Brandon usually sets up the group calls and everything like that, since I'm usually never on Skype whenever I'm uploading videos. And then once the only way you guys know I'm really done with uploading videos is when the last upload is Katawa Shoujo. And since Katawa Shoujo is I guess since I make the videos, I post the videos that are longer, that takes forever first, and then the shorter videos. So Katawa Shoujo will always be the last one, and so forth. And it will be much more easier since Katawa Shoujo is 30 to 40 minutes, and I'm kind of rambling on now, but I need to get back into saying I need to focus on saying I'm basically just basing off of how whenever I record, you can't take me really seriously when I say something stupid and so forth, and that I'm just mostly an idiot when it comes to actually saying stuff. I usually can't pronounce stuff. That's why I usually say blah 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 whenever I'm saying something different. Or I'm not really good in English either, so that's why I have trouble pronouncing some words and so forth. It's just that sometimes people misconcept me as a retard, and pretty much I am much of a retarded person. But recording really just kind of helps me break out, show I guess the real me, I guess. I'm just this calm guy. Well, not really calm actually. who screams like a banshee. But I'm much more of a calm person when it comes to like video games and everything like that. But most likely I end up, I get irritated from time to time when it comes to, if I'm trying to record something, I don't like say like, oh, I'm recording, go easy on me or something like that, and so forth. I don't like advertising my channel either. I never like doing that. I just get self-conscious, what if, like, if people actually see my channel and everything like that. I kind of find it, like, the people I actually know in real life knows that I make a YouTube channel, that I have a YouTube channel that I really enjoy, and then next thing you know it, they end up, like, making fun of, like, how I say stuff, or, how each series ends up, or, but sometimes there are some friends that actually support you, and they give you much more respect, I guess. Not really much respect, but, they acknowledge on what you really want to do in life, but I'm not really sure if I really want to do YouTube as a life. Really, I have to say though is that I was actually planning on going to the army, but actually my dad shut that down since I'm the only son, and apparently when it comes to actually going in the army, he said that you can't be the only son in the family because of some certain reasons about something like that. But I'm not really sure about that. I'm planning on doing some more research on that and so forth. But that kind of got me kind of confused a bit and everything like that. But really, I'm not really sure what I really want to do. So that's why I make videos, since there's nothing else I can really do around where I'm at. I'm trying to at least get some more people into this a bit, but not really. I don't want to force people into it. I hate forcing people to do stuff, and that what irritates me a lot, since whenever it comes to whenever it comes to me, I hate doing some certain things that irritates people. So that's why I usually keep my mouth shut and so forth. And everything I usually think about is that I usually just try to keep myself quiet. I don't like blurting out like random answers and everything like that. And I just completely just started talking about school now. Great. Well, I'm gonna go back into the recording subject though. Really, when it comes to recording, I try my best to be as active as I can. I'm not like, I don't want to act like act that I'm like saying like trying to be like all smooth and everything, like, oh man, this is originally how I usually react to some things. Sometimes I flip out about something really stupid. When something stupid happens, I flip out and crack up on how funny it was and so forth. But when it comes to recording, it usually recording usually ends up saying, I'm recording and so forth, and as I am right now. I'm really calm, since nothing really isn't too surprising that's gonna show up yet in here, I'm pretty sure. If a werewolf comes, then I'm screwed. But recording really is basically just, I just do this for fun. However, we usually record like videos, console games, as I said, an hour-long video. Split that up, and then there you go. That's all the ports for that one session. But Borderlands 2, I actually did it almost 3 hours of footage of Tiny Tina's Dragon's Keep, Assault on Dragon's Keep, and I realized that I got really into the game and everything like that, and I never realized I was recording almost 3 hours of the gameplay. And it turned out I was already almost done with the game, so that's why I was posting side quest missions, showing you guys the rewards that you get, and so forth. The only thing that I'm really curious about, that when it comes to, me playing Minecraft and everything like that, there's nothing really to talk about. That's why I barely post any Minecraft videos anymore. And that and the server that I've been running for stopped. So not really sure how me and the others are going to continue that survival and so forth. Seems like I can't really do anything about that, but oh well. But as I can say though, like with PC games, they're pretty easy to record. You know, I have fraps, so I can just upload videos. Well, not upload, record videos, and you know, nothing won't happen. Nothing bad will happen until you know, I completely utterly do something stupid in here, you know. And the worst thing is that if worst comes to worst, that most likely I will ultimately fail at one point in recording, as you saw in Katara Shoujo, and the recent one, not the one that I'm going to be posting today. It's just that the one that was posted yesterday, is that this music wasn't playing because the software I was editing it with completely pooped on itself, and again screwed itself over, so the background music wasn't playing. I was pretty irritated about that, but I guess I can't do anything else with that. But oh well. I'm really sorry if you guys expected to hear music from it, but I couldn't really do anything with the music, so I'm sorry about that. But another thing is that I actually attempted to I'm hopefully I don't scream more than usual in amnesia videos and whatnot, and Cry of Fear as well. That got me good. But sorry. Another thing is that recording PC games is pretty simple and easy, as I can say so myself. You know, it's a lot more easier. It's much more laid back, where I don't have to synchronize audio, sync videos and whatnot. And I really don't like doing these you know, I really like doing live commentaries like this. This is not a voiceover. I'm not going to do a voice narration over it. Voice narrations make me feel really awkward because, you know, it's not as entertaining as it is, if I do say so myself. It's just that when I actually ended up, you know, doing this, I was really awkward when it came to you know, talk to myself, because I'm not really used to this. I was a while back, and that when worst comes to worst though, I actually ended up, you know, getting used to this. So that's why I'm trying to, you know, this Minecraft series basically, you know, you guys get to know me better. As not much of a guy, you know, behind a, you know, microphone talking to you, or like swimming like a banshee. And it's just that I'm just a normal person, you know, normal high school student, just here, just, you know, talking normally, without, you know, like having the hassle to like being worried about like, oh, you know, this person said this. I really like people should like you know, people that insults like other people in recordings, really, you know, that kind of like gets me irritated, because, you know, you can't really say anything, because, you know, if you can tell, they really tried their best on, you know, recording. And there I go again, going off a different topic. I guess that kind of shows me that I'm not much of a person that settles with one single topic. I'm sorry about that. But I guess it's kind of related to recording, but not related to how I record. But with you know, console games, I usually have to record. You know, I usually have to record my voice audio with the console. And the worst thing is that whenever it comes to recording voice audio and everything like that, all that shenanigans, there's always this one humming noise that comes out of nowhere. I'm not really sure. I think I solved it because I tested my recording, the voice narration before, and it didn't show up. So hopefully I did solve it and everything like that. And, you know, I ended up, you know, I'm starting to like this. I'm trying to, you know, like, I guess trying to get used to this type of thing until like I actually figure out what I really want to do. I'm just, you know, just an average person basically, just, you know, just hey, how you doing? Basically. Um, but most likely, when it comes to recording, though, I try my best to try to just keep myself awake and everything like that. I try to keep myself awake and, you know, attempt to sound as normal as I can when it comes to recording, because I record at night still. It's still not the same, but at least I can be, you know, kind of loud whenever like nobody's in the room as I am right now, and it kind of helps me a bit since, you know, I can be myself, and I just literally just okay. And, you know, I could just be myself when it comes to this type of stuff, you know. Like, whenever I record, I feel like, you know, I'm just talking to myself and people think I'm going crazy. So, you know, this gives me a much more better reason to, you know, kind of help myself, you know, give out speeches when it comes to class. And this kind of helps me when it comes to, you know, like, working around in class and everything. Because I usually just, you know, I really don't care what happens in class, because, you know, I'm not really involved into anything, and hopefully this kind of helps me break me out of, like, you know, being self-conscious and everything like that. And I guess, you know, recording kind of helps me, you know, it kind of helps me really, you know, kind of express how I am usually in real life. But whenever I meet a complete stranger and, you know, they start talking to me, I get kind of confused when they, you know, say something weird, and so forth, because I usually don't expect a lot of people to, you know, get what I'm trying to say. I guess, like, a lot of people don't get what, you know, since people usually just in real life are always surprised whenever I talk. Apparently I'm just one of those rare kids that don't talk at all, but oh well. Minus that, I've been really trying my best to, you know, sound really entertaining when it comes to recording, because I don't see myself as much of an entertaining person, just a person that screams like a banshee from time to time. Yeah, that's how I interpret myself to be, actually. I'm most likely, you know, just that one guy, you know, that people don't really expect to be, like, super crazy, since, you know, I don't even talk, and so forth. But, you know, when it comes to this type of stuff, I'm pretty, you know, I don't really care about, you know, how many views I get on a video, because apparently people only, like, the people I know right now, you know, like, they try, like, people around where I'm at, they try their hardest to, you know, try to be like, try to get, you know, can this horse swim? They try their best, you know, they're trying their best to, you know, I guess you could say they're trying their best to, what's it called? They try their hardest, you know, try to get noticed, and really, like, sometimes you can't be certain that you're actually gonna make a certain thing your, like, hobby and whatnot. And how do I get off this horse? But like, you have to at least dedicate yourself to when it comes to this type of stuff. Like, for instance, like, right now I'm not much like, it may seem I'm being really dedicated to it, but I really don't think I'm actually gonna make this as my job or anything like that. It's just gonna be something, you know, I could just remember as a high school memory, I guess. But because since I met a lot more, like, more people and whatnot, ends up, you know, doing something stupid, you know. How do I get out of this horse? Like, this horse is going crazy. Really, crap. How do I get out of this horse? Tab, control. Oh, okay, there we go. But it's been, you know, quite difficult when it comes to, well, for me to with recordings, since recordings go crazy, I have to say. You know, if you're doing co-op, I can't really expect, like, the person I'm recording with to actually go forth with it. for instance, with Tekkit, we recorded that, and stuff really didn't get done, and everything like that, and so forth, and they didn't really inform me about anything about a certain element and everything like that, and then so forth, and they killed me multiple times. So, you know, whatever. Another thing is that when it comes to certain, you know, videos, I try to keep myself, you know, occupied by like talking about like stuff like this, you know. Minecraft, you know, you can't expect, you know, Minecraft gonna be this entertaining, and really it's much more entertaining when you have more people around. And so with recording with other people, that seems to be like a dream, I guess. You know, sometimes they don't really cooperate, or you know, they don't feel like recording. It's like those type of you know, things that occurs in videos, I guess. You can't, like, if somebody doesn't like you recording with someone, and the other person's, you know, busy and everything like that, you can't really expect that to happen. And you know, everything you can honestly think about with recording is that it gets tedious from time to time, you know. It gets difficult on the way, but you know, you can just walk through it and, you know, expect nothing to happen. That's how I record, you know. But you know, sometimes technology doesn't help come to your favor, and it screws you over. Oh man, my throat is like killing me since I've been talking too much. But when it comes to, you know, recording for me, it is difficult since I stay up late at night. You know, people are gonna say, you know, it's not that bad recording late at night because you won't be bothered. But at night, I usually get super tired and so forth, and that's why I try to sound really energetic when I'm recording Katawa Shoujo, because I record that at night. And after I realized that there were, you know, those type of scenes, I kind of need to be cautious on when I'm recording. So that's why I usually record at night, so it's much more easier, and nobody won't walk in and you're like, oh, what are you doing? Then, you know, ruin the recording from there. That's why sometimes I randomly cut off some video parts, random cut where video ends randomly, and you know, that's where, like, I guess you can say one of my parents came in the room, or like, for instance, or like something random apparently happened, like somebody asked me to do something for them, and so forth. But I have to say though, you know, I can't like be chasing people around, you know, saying like, oh, we need to record this. It's, you know, it's up to them whenever they want to record again. For me, like, you know, like, if they're not doing anything, you know, I suggest them like, hey, you want to record like Ghost Recon, and if they say no, it's like, all right, cool, so forth. So I stop, like, you know, I usually stop myself there, you know, and then we start talking about something different, something off the subject, you know. And you know, if they want to, and like they say like, oh, hey, we should record, what's it called, I should record Cry of Fear, and I was like, and I was like, so forth, and you know, I'll be down for it, you know, recording Cry of Fear and anything like that. But it turns out, you know, trying to do stuff like that is pretty easier on your end, on my end, since, you know, I'm much like an easygoing guy. So like, if you ask me like to do something, you know, it's like, okay, I'll do that, you know. You know, pretty simple. I don't like say like, oh, you know, this is gonna take forever, or like you're not gonna upload a part or something like that, or they're gonna complain like you're behind or something, or the video quality is bad, and everything like that, because they want to see your perspective as well. But most certainly though, you can't really expect that much for me, since I don't think 1080p really works, so that's why I keep it 720. Since 720 is a lot of people watch 720, 480 to 720. Most likely I won't be changing my video formats to HD 1080p, because that's completely pointless, I have to say, since it's basically the same thing. It's just that it makes your video run slower, and apparently enhances your audio and everything like that, and so forth. But I have to say though, I do have Sony Vegas, but you know, I don't do those fancy editings. I don't do face cams. I don't do, you know, any of those. I just record my voice and that's it. Record audio, record gameplay, and that's it. And basically, Camtasia has the thing for me. So you know, it's pretty simple. And you know, I don't expect myself to really use Sony Vegas for a while, since I've heard that Sony Vegas has a lot of problems as of right now. But oh well. And with Camtasia, it's just simple, just drag and drop. That's it. Because when I first saw Sony Vegas, it was like complicated. It's like add this here, and then you know it screws up. If it screws up, then you can revert back with Control Z. Obviously, everybody does that. But bad thing is that when it comes to certain things, it's mostly certain that you know something's gonna screw up with everything. So you can't really expect to fall back on like a certain recording program. So, it's like I'm babbling on way too much, but hopefully this is kind of, you know, helping you guys kind of understand what I really do with recording and everything. Most likely, I've been trying my best to, you know, I'm really sorry that I've been, you know, recording too much Borderlands 2 for you guys. I feel like I kind of spammed you guys' boxes, I guess, and it kind of annoyed you guys. So I'm sorry about, you know, posting Borderlands 2 stuff a lot, but it ends. It's over. I will post like one video of Borderlands 2 from time to time, but on rare occasions, whenever you know I find something interesting or something that really, you know, pops out, just gets me or something like that. Things like that kind of helps me post, you know, more. I really want to post more content on here. You know, try my best to, you know, have a variety of games, not just like having a certain thing and, you know, see what happens. You know, I don't want to do that. Most likely, I will try my best to, you know, actually set up a few things. You know, start up more series, as you can say. And certainly it's been working out well. Recording's been good, and so forth. But the only problem that I see right now that I have is that the timing I have with other people. Sometimes people don't agree to, you know, recording with you. You know, they want to do something different and so forth. So that kind of, you know, confuses me a bit. But you know, hey, it's their option to, you know, do that type of stuff. You know, I don't want to force them to do something they don't want to do, and you know, I don't want to go hunt them down and say like, oh hey, we have to record this series, or we have to record that series, and so forth. It's their decisions to record, and you know, if they say no, you know, I just go off on my merry way and, you know, record something else. You know, like for instance, I'm gonna be recording Jack and Daxter soon, and everything like that. Until then, I'm gonna try my best to, you know, like post other gameplays and everything like that, because my channel is more about variety, not just like singularity. I'm not really sure how I can really define my channel at all. It's just like a Let's Play channel, basically, I guess, and so forth.